I know a lot about not being dignified, Markwayne Mullin, and you are the poster boy for it. Markwayne Mullin was on with Maria Bartiromo yesterday. It is amazing to me, these people. This is a United States Senator in Markwayne Mullin. Unfortunately, for the state of Oklahoma, he is their one of two Senate representatives, James Lankford being the other one. And he is on Maria Bartiromo's show, and he's so happy to let her know. They luxuriate in just being in the presence of Donald Trump, being connected to Donald Trump. For them, it is a special, special thing. And he starts this entire screed about how they're changing Senate rules, which we're going to get to. I'm going to talk about it. And let me tell you, I'm going to have some smoke for Democrats here, because maybe I'll get into it now. There's always this talk about we can't do away with the filibuster because it'll give Republicans permission to do that. Again, for the last time, hopefully, they don't need permission to break the rules. They don't need permission to break the system. They're going to do it whatever we do. They're going to do it. And that's what they're signaling right now. They're going to break the rules in the Senate for Donald Trump. They didn't need Democrats to do it first. We didn't do it, and they're going to do it. We don't need to pack the court for them to break the Supreme Court. They're going to do what they're going to do. So here's Markwayne Mullin. The first part of this that's so outrageous is the fact that he's just so over the moon excited. I was talking to the president about you, Maria Bartiromo. And by the way, he's watching the show right now. Oh, it's weird. Before getting into the whole thing about the rule changes in the Senate.
Get to the point where we couldn't accept it. And I'm proud of President Trump. I spoke to him this morning, which, by the way, he's watching your show.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Maria. He's watching right now. The president, I talked to him. He's watching. Oh, Markwayne Mullin, so excited. Could you act any less dignified? Says the guy who's not acting dignified. Look, I know a lot about not being dignified, Markwayne Mullin, and you are the poster boy for it, Mr. Nepo Baby, Mr. Giving your multi-million-dollar business from your father while acting as though you built it from the ground up. These people are shameless. They are cowards. They are weaklings. They lay forth spread eagle for Donald Trump to do what he will with them, while being just abjectly gleeful that he's watching the show that he's on. Let me tell you, I don't give a single fuck if Donald Trump is watching the show. In fact, if he is, boop. Have you heard today, Donald Trump? Fuck you. I hope you're watching. Very unlikely, but man, a guy can dream, right? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Is he watching? Says United States Senator Markwayne Mullin to conspiracy theorist Maria Bartiromo. The clip does continue, and there are things more important than this that we're going to talk about, and that begins here.
Get to the point where we couldn't accept it. And I'm proud of President Trump. I spoke to him this morning, which, by the way, he's watching your show. And he said, I had to walk away. I didn't have a choice. And I said, sir, I'm proud that you did this, because we put them on notice and said, we're not going to play games with you anymore. So now you're forcing us to change Senate rules, which honestly, in the long run, is the best thing. So as soon as we get back through this, through the August, we're going to be working on rules change. When we get back, we're going to have to implement those rules change. And it's not our fault. The Democrats are going to scream saying, we're doing the nuclear option. No, Chuck Schumer and the Democrats did the negotiation, or did the nuclear option, because they have filibustered. We have 131 nominees confirmed. They have filibustered every single one of those except Marco Rubio. And I want to compare the difference between where we're at in 17 to where we're at today, just because I want to show the leadership and the effectiveness of Leader Thune. In 2017, we only had 55 confirmed at the same time. And they weren't filibustering all of them, because Thune made it very clear we can do this a hard way or easy way. You remember him saying that at the beginning? They chose to do the hard way, so the Senate has stayed in more consecutive days than we have in 15 years. We've taken more votes than we have in 35 years, and we've confirmed 131 people.
Well, congratulations to you for also a successful 6 months in the Senate, executing President Trump's agenda.
Now, listen, this is what is important here. They are changing the rules of the Senate in order to give Donald Trump his wildest dreams, his most radical nominees. They're already at breakneck paces approving, confirming radicals. Jeanine Pirro, Pam Bondi, Jared Kushner's dad, this Beauvais guy. And they're going to break the rules to get even more radicals in. They couldn't get Ed Martin done, but they will be able to now. And you know what? They didn't need the Democrats to do this first. They're going to do it first. And he's even saying, he's in advance, he's saying, when we get back, we're going to have to implement those rule changes. And it's not our fault. The Democrats are going to scream saying, we're doing the nuclear option. No, Chuck Schumer and the Democrats did that. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We don't have strong enough leadership to do this. But they're going to act like we did. Chuck Schumer, for all of his hand-wringing and not being strong, this is what he gets. He's still going to be blamed for the thing that he chose not to do. They're still going to say he did the thing that the rest of us Democrats were screaming for him to do, and he refused to do it. Well, congratulations, says journalist Maria Bartiromo. Journalist, right? I mean, journalist. Well, congratulations to you for also a successful 6 months in the Senate, executing Trump's agenda. Sounds like she's on a team. Sounds like she's got a narrative that she wants to promote. It doesn't seem like unbiased journalism. This is the thing that Donald Trump is now fully engaged with CBS having a bias ombudsman or whatever, where Donald Trump now effectively runs the network as president of the United States, with his Brendan Carr goofball as the FCC commissioner. Donald Trump has his thumb on the scale from every angle, governmentally, private business, broadcast, news. We didn't need to do any of this for Donald Trump to do this. They're going to do what the they're going to do, whether we do it or not. Let's get that through our heads. Let's move through into the future, understanding that we're needing to start fighting fire with fire here. They're going to filibuster, or they're going to gerrymander Texas. All right. I fully endorse the talked about plan by Gavin Newsom. We'll see if it comes to fruition, of turning the entire state blue, every single, all of the districts blue. Right now, Kathy Hochul's talking about in New York, changing the Constitution to turn that state blue. Do it. Do it. Otherwise, we lose our country. They are using democracy to destroy democracy. And if we don't get on board here and start acting like we want to save the country, we're going to lose it. And we'll never see another Democrat elected. Because fascism will stop at nothing unless we snuff it out. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. What do you think? I would appreciate your feedback here. You can comment below. You can also call the voicemail line. Leave me a fewer than 3-minute voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I do absolutely want to hear from you. And if you want to help support this work on an ongoing basis for $2 a month, you could do just that. Click the join button below this video on YouTube and become a channel member, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. And for the last time today, I'm going to go figure out how it's done, but I think you can do it on Facebook too. But overall, make sure you're subscribed, share this content online. We need to rally the troops and start changing hearts and minds and convincing people that we need to start fighting back and not laying down and being so worried about what Republicans think about our tactics. Anyway, I will see you next time. I love and appreciate you very much. Be genuine and take care of one another.